The attacks have been brutal and vicious, and there is no end in sight. In fact, it was all very predictable, but this level and the intensity of the aggression has been even more over the top than I expected. And no, I'm not talking about Israel retaliating against the numerous terrorist attacks of that nation. I'll get to that. But I'm talking about the naked onslaught from Democrats that have gone on a very aggressive campaign to discredit and smear the new Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson of Louisiana. And he is the new favorite target of the rabid Donald Trump hating left. In fact, for at least this moment in time, it's possible they might even hate Mike Johnson more. Why? Well, that's pretty simple, actually. It was one that was reflected on one of Johnson's first answers after he became Speaker, and second in line to be President of the United States. He was asked, you see, about what his worldview is. His response was simple: read the Bible. And that caught the Democrats' hair on fire with their hind ends catching. I mean, here is a proud American, a conservative, and an unapologetic Christian who is not afraid to say so. God bless America. And then he laid out his vision of the world from that perspective, a biblical perspective, when he outlined his 7 core guiding principles. Here they are again.
I talked about the core principles of American conservatism, and that's individual freedom, limited government, the rule of law, peace through strength, fiscal responsibility, free markets, and human dignity. And under each of those, there would be subcategories. But that's what we stand for. I call them the core principles of American conservatism, but it's really the core principles of America itself. We're different. We're exceptional. The reason we're the freest, most powerful, most successful nation in the history of the world is because that's what we stand for. And those values and those principles are under assault right now, and we have to defend them here every day with everything we have.
Let's go over those again, all right? It's important. These are the things that set their hair on fire. Individual freedom, limited government, the rule of law, peace through strength, fiscal responsibility, free markets, and maybe most importantly, human dignity. Just let those settle in for a moment and ask yourself, how could any of those things be considered offensive to anyone? To me, they sound like the guiding principles that have served this nation very well for 247 years. And if we stick to those principles, there could be 247 more, but the left hates those kinds of things. They hate the idea that Mike Johnson has foundational moral ideas and ideals behind what he will be doing every day as Speaker of the House. I mean, how dare a guy show up with integrity and actually talk about how it guides him in his daily life? To be fair, Speaker Johnson was not out proselytizing. No, he was asked a question, and he delivered an honest answer without blinking. And that is his crime. He is a Christian who is not ashamed to say so. That's something pretty rare these days, to be sure, but that is certainly not Mike Johnson's only crime in the eyes of the progressive hate mob. No, in their twisted view, his crimes are many, and they will stop at nothing in an effort to drag him down, but I say good luck with that, because so far he looks like a formidable opponent. He's not going to back down. He looks calm, collected, and ready for whatever they're planning to throw at him, which is going to be a lot. For example, when asked about what comes next in the impeachment inquiry of President Joe Biden, Johnson has been crystal clear that he and all members of Congress have an obligation, a duty to continue the investigation into the Biden family and determine what has been going on and why the family has brought in something on the order of $24 million over the past few years without any actual work in return.